Hey, hey, it's Janelle coming to you live. Ah, hang on. That's what it is. So I was having a moment. Hang on. I was having this moment, and I'm going to let things catch up with me. Welcome to my lovely, amazing backyard that just got finished. Yeah. So, my girlfriend and I just planted a bunch of plants back here, and during my live in my group, Diamond Activator that I'm wrapping up right now, around the 20 laws of wealth and opportunity, a hummingbird showed up literally within 10 feet of me, and in the middle of my live, and it was great. Oh my God, I love nature and how it just shows up and supports me and is amazing. So with that being said, one of my conversations today I had with my Soul Legacy client, he was talking to me about his frustration about being in one place and knowing that he needs to be somewhere else and not knowing the steps in order to get there. Oh my God. All the dogs in the neighborhood are going off at one time, right? That's how it works. Anyway, so with that being said, I'm going to let them bark. So, anyway, what occurs is this longer vision, right? And I was there myself, right? So, when I first started my first company, it didn't feel like a very far in the future thing for me. It never felt like that with that, which is weird. And then the second empire that I started building was my own, meaning around this work that I do, not a brick and mortar company. My first company was a brick and mortar company. And in that, I felt totally free, but the pendulum would swing all kinds of ways, right? So for me, when I started working, I worked in trade, okay? And this was when I was like 18, 19. So really, things were not, that intense as far as money goes or anything like that. And I would work probably 7 days a week, honestly, 12 sessions, 12 hours a day, every day of the week. And there was no burnout, during that time. But yet I knew I was still learning about how my system works, how people work, and being a highly attuned channel, right, and healer, I was feeling out, okay, what is this frequency thing all about? What are people needing from me? What am I here to do? And learning and feeling my way through how I'm connected. When I stepped into this other place of serving others and growing their soul legacy, this is where it just lights me up to see people step into that alignment. And it is something that brings me the greatest joy. So, what happens is that we see, like I was saying, we see that bigger picture, right? But we don't have that middle step or the beginning steps or the 5 steps, right, that we need to take in order to get there on a daily basis. And those might change literally on a daily basis. And if you're not attuning to your intuition and your frequency and all of that, right, you won't understand what next steps you need to take because you're in your mind. And the masculine needs, the masculine of us needs steps and to-dos and accountability. The flow version of us, or the feminine side, needs the nurturing, the flow, the rhythm, the peace, and the presence, right? And so the two come together in this beautiful kind of harmony, simultaneously leading you to your end result. So a lot of the questions I get are, what is soul legacy? Okay? And what is it that I'm talking about? So we are here, and most intuitives, and my audience is largely intuitive, most intuitives know that they're here for something more, and that they actually don't want to exit this life, it's going to get a little darkish, without leaving their mark or their legacy in the world, or making a contribution that changes the global dynamic that we're in. And as a soul, you incarnated in this life to do that very thing. It is why it feels like you're pushing a boulder uphill, you know, or like you feel like you're pushing against something, and there's this bigger picture that's kind of hanging over your head. It almost feels like, I call it like the dangling of the carrot, right? Like for me, I'll give you an example. I have certain things that I want published after my passing, okay? I already have that plan. I think and this is where I knew that this is part of what I needed to do with people, because as empaths and intuitives, most of you guys are in the, what I call, work in progress, starving artist, holding yourself in the container, holding yourself back. We're gonna wait for the airplane to pass. Or just let the airplane pass. There's no shut off switch for me anyway. That's long gone. Anyway, so with that being said, I lived with and was married to an extreme abusive narcissist, but what I helped him create was an extreme amount of wealth, okay? Because I'm an engine, I'm a creator. And what I learned from that experience, and when I looked around, was all these amazing souls, you watching me right now. And you're so connected and so loved and so cherished by the other side. But you hold yourself back and you limit yourself based on what other people are demonstrating to you in the world about what success means, what you should be doing, how much money and income you should have, all of those things. And that's just not what you're here to do. Hold on, because I'm going to sneeze, and that's releasing. That's releasing some energy. But anyway, as I was saying that, most intuitives are in this space. And I don't care if you have a 6 or 7 figure business or multiple businesses. The experience is, even in that, you're holding back. You're holding back and robbing the world of your energy, your soul. And the way that we change the world is by individually stepping up and going into this. I just had an ant crawl on me. Stepping into the space of alignment with that bigger global peace, that soul legacy, the mark that you want to leave for your kids and their kids and generations after you, that will talk about what you did in your life. This is what you came here to do, so let's stop playing around with it. Let's stop dancing around with it. The truth is, you can see that bigger picture and you know it and you've heard it. You just don't know the steps in order to get there. And that's what I call, that's that 5D vision, right? But the 3D actions aren't happening in the world because you're still in the, oh my God, this is big, the offense of the world outside of you, economics, there's so many coaches in the world, everybody does this, right? You're in the offense that the world is not serving you and not allowing for you to be you. The world is here to support you. The world is here to give you what you need. Life is here to conspire with you as a partnership. Your soul, your guides, the universe works in tandem. So stop separating yourself. Start looking for the pathway through, the one that is supporting you, the one that is being about the mark that you want to leave here, what you want to be known for. And that doesn't have to be some big grandiose thing. For some people, it's just, I want to raise kids and have a beautiful family, and that's your legacy. That, mine happens to be this. But not everybody's the same, and that's the beauty of it. And you're looking outside at all the things, right? Instead of the internal. So what needs to happen is the internal shift around what you're willing to let go of that has defined your external world and also labeled your internal world. That's when you can know the steps that are aligned with your soul legacy and the wealth and opportunities. Because I do twofold. I teach you how to step into your wealth and opportunities. I unblock that magic, but I don't teach you my way. I unfold your way. And that is why it's highly customized for each individual person. I don't want to change that. You get me. Looking at fine-tuning, because I'm working with a masterpiece that is your soul. I am working with the masterpiece that was created in the universe. What needs to be stripped away is all your conditioning from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime to lifetime, and then in your current life, all the things that have come on you that aren't yours. They're not yours. So with that being said, it's time. This is what soul legacy is. Your abundance as intuitives is now. You're going to hear another airplane go over. They've been super loud. And welcome to my backyard. Anyway, all my love, and you'll hear from me soon. Bye.